So we were discussing about these festivals. Okay, one of the festival we had already discussed, right? So let us revisit these festivals once again. Okay, so we are going to discuss about three important festivals. One is Lai Haroba. Okay, second is we are going to discuss about Zo Kutpoi. Third thing that we will discuss about is Chapchar Kut. Okay, so they are important, for this year's exam. So why Lai Haroba was in news? Okay, let us learn about it. So recently, the Lai Haroba, which is a 5 day long ritualistic festival. Okay, it is a 5 day long ritualistic festival. It was observed by many Manipuri Meitei communities. Okay, so the thing is, it was celebrated. Okay, so it is like Lai Haroba is from the state of Manipur, and it is a 5 day long festival. It was recently, like celebrated by the Manipuri Meitei communities. Okay, so like these people are from the state of Manipur and they celebrate this particular festival. Okay, so let us learn about Lai Haroba first. Lai Haroba means the festivity of gods or merrymaking of gods. This festival is marked to celebrate the creation of the universe. Okay, it is a very important keyword that this festival is marked to celebrate the creation of the universe and the recollection of the evolution of the plants, animals, and human beings. Okay, this festival is observed to honor Umang Lai deity of the state. Okay, Umang Lai is the name of the deity. Okay, Umang Lai is name of the deity or deity of the state. During the festival, men and women dance in front of the idols of gods and goddesses, and also perform dance, drama, enactment of Khamba and Thoibi. Okay, so Khamba is the hero. Okay, and Thoibi is the heroine. Okay, of popular folklore. Folklore means the stories that people tell to one another. Okay, so it is celebrated through oral literature, music, dance, and rituals. Okay, so this is all about Lai Haroba. Okay, now let us learn about the Meitei communities from the state of Manipur. Okay, so Meiteis are the majority ethnic group of the state of Manipur. A significant population of Meiteis also are settled in domestic neighboring states such as Assam, Meghalaya, and Tripura. Okay, and contiguous areas of Bangladesh and Myanmar. So the thing is, Meiteis are not only confined to the state of Manipur. They come from the state of Manipur. They are the majority ethnic groups in the state of Manipur, but they are also residing in the state of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and contiguous areas such as Bangladesh and Myanmar. They speak Meitei Leon, Meitei Leon, which is a Manipuri language, which is it is a Tibeto-Burman language. It is one of the officially recognized languages in India, which was included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. It is also very important, okay, that Meitei Leon is one of the languages that is there in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Okay, so this is all about Lai Haroba and the Meitei communities from the state of Manipur. Now let us discuss about the second, festival, which is Zo Kutpoi. So we will see why Zo Kutpoi was in news. Mizoram government will be organizing Zo Kutpoi, which is a festival in at least 10 states across India and countries such as US, Myanmar, and Bangladesh. Okay, so Mizoram government has organized Zo Kutpoi festival in multiple states in India and in some, countries abroad also. Okay, so now let us learn about Zo Kutpoi festival. It is from the state of Mizoram. Okay, so the thing is, the event will be witness various cultural programs by different Mizo tribes. Okay, by different Mizo tribes. The exercise is an attempt to unify and strengthen the brotherhood among various Mizo tribes living in different parts of the world. Other important festivals of Mizoram are Mimkut. Okay, other important festivals from the state of Mizoram are Mimkut. Mimkut means like it is celebrated in the months of August and September when maize crop is ready for harvesting. Okay, when maize crop, so it is a crop harvesting festival. We can talk about it. Is a crop harvesting festival. Okay, crop harvesting festival. So Mimkut. Then second is known as Chapchar Kut. Okay, Chapchar Kut. So Chapchar Kut is celebrated in the month of March. Okay. Then we do have another festival which is Thalfang Kut. Okay, it is known as Thalfang Kut. So anywhere, any festival that that has a word of Kut, you can simply connect it to Mizoram. Okay, so from the state of Mizoram. So let us learn about Mizo people. Okay, so Mizos. So Mizo people are an ethnic group native to northeastern India, western Burma, and eastern Bangladesh. Okay, this term covers several ethnic people who speak Kuki-Chin language. Okay, which language do the Mizo people speak? They speak Kuki-Chin language. Okay, so I am highlighting this particular word. Okay, they speak Kuki-Chin language. The Mizo traditionally practiced. Okay, the Mizo traditionally practiced slash and burn agriculture, moving their villages frequently. Okay, so like they practice which agriculture? Slash and burn agriculture. It is very important. Okay, because you know keywords like this can be asked. Okay, Mizo traditionally practiced slash and burn agriculture, moving their villages frequently. Among the most prominent of the Mizo groups are Lushai, okay, Pawi, they are also known as Lai, then Lakhar, which is known as Mara, and Hamar. Okay, so they are the prominent Mizo groups. Okay, so I am highlighting these keywords also for you, so that like you know anytime you come across these words, you can directly connect. Lushai, Pawi, Lakhar, and Hamar. Okay, so they are you know Mizo tribal groups. Okay, now let us learn about the next topic for the day, which is Chapchar Kut. Okay, Chapchar Kut. So we will learn about why it is in use. So so this keyword is there. Kut. It means like it is associated with Mizo people. Okay, with the state of Mizoram. So let us learn about this. Okay, so recently Chapchar Kut festival of Mizos was celebrated across Mizoram. Okay, so about Chapchar Kut. Okay, so Chapchar Kut is a festival. Chapchar Kut is a festival held during the period when bamboos and trees that have been cut down are being awaited to dry to be burnt for zooming. Okay, so it is again you know related to harvest. Okay, so Chapchar Kut is a festival held during the period when bamboos and trees that have been cut down are being awaited to dry to be burnt for zooming. Then let us learn about Jhum cultivation. So Jhum cultivation, also known as the slash and burn agriculture, is the process of growing crops by first clearing the land of trees and vegetation and burning them thereafter. Okay, so you must be knowing about Jhum cultivation. So during Jhum cultivation, what people do? People cut you know large number of trees and plants. Okay, then they burn them. Okay, then they burn them. So this is like then they harvest. Like, you know then they plant their like you know their plants over there to grow. Once it is grown, then they again you know cut it and they go to some other places. So Jhum cultivation is not that environment friendly. Okay, so different tribes of Mizoram come together on a common ground to showcase their dance and musical talents during this festival. One of the greatest highlights of Chapchar Kut is the performance of various folk dances of Mizoram. Okay, so one of the greatest highlights of Chapchar Kut. Okay, so during the Chapchar Kut, you know, various folk dances are also performed in the state of Mizoram. So they are folk dances are Chero, okay, Kullam, then Chelam and Solakia. Okay, so they are like folk dances from the state of Mizoram. So let us understand what is Chero. Chero, which is the popular bamboo dance, okay, which features men tapping the bamboo sticks according to the rhythm of the dance, and women adjust their dance moves with the moving sticks. So Chero, what happens? It is a popular bamboo dance where you know which features men tapping the bamboo sticks, okay, according to the rhythm of the dance, and women adjust their dance moves like that. Okay, so here bamboo is there, man is there, and at the same time women are there. So men are performing with bamboo, and like women you know adjust themselves along like according to the movement of the bamboo sticks like that. Okay, then let us learn about Kullam, okay, which is again a folk dance from the state of Mizoram. Okay, so it is Kullam, okay, which is an auspicious dance. It is an auspicious dance performed by a group of dancers celebrating new beginnings. Okay, it is also a welcome dance. It is also a welcome dance for guests during community festivities. Then we have Chelam, okay, Chelam, which is another community dance performed by both men and women. Then we do have Solakia, okay, Solakia, which is a war dance. So it is little different. So you should be learning this one. Solakia is a war dance performed by both male and female members of the community. It is accompanied by rhythmic beating of the drums. Okay. So Solakia is a war dance performed by both male and female members of the community. It is accompanied by rhythmic beating of the drums. Okay. So today we have learned under cultural festivals, we have learned about Lai Haroba. We learned about Meiti community from the state of Manipur. We have learned about Jo Kutpoi, and we have learned about Mizo people. Okay. Then we have learned about Chapchar Kut, okay, from the state of Mizoram. So these are the topics that we have learned under the cultural festivals, that were in news. Okay. So that's all from my side, like on today's current affair topic. Okay, so with this, what I'll be doing, with this, I'll be,